Let's start with the prompt. Which statement would most strongly support the claim in the underlying sentence? To make sense of that claim, we have to understand the passage as a whole. So let's read it. So this novella made a lasting impact on U.S. literature. Its depiction of Mexican American culture inspired later authors to examine their own heritage with their fictional works. Also influential was the book's portrayal of the main character during a pivotal year of her youth. This insightful depiction of a preteen girl encouraged authors who, like Cisneros herself, are Latina to use fictional works to examine experiences from their own youth. So the underlying portion is stating the main idea, really, which is that in a, in addition to the aspect of Mexican American culture, the particular depiction of a preteen girl encouraged authors to use fictional works to examine experiences from their own youth. So other authors were encouraged to use fiction to examine their own experiences. So let's look at the answers. In the interviews, a number of Latina authors say House on Mango Street inspired them to write about their own adolescence in their novels. That makes a lot of sense. Looking at B. In published writings, prominent authors who are not Latina say reading it influenced them to influence their approach to fiction. Well, what we were seeing in the underlying portion was that we're talking specifically about authors who are Latina and who are talking about their youth. So this was about authors who are not Latina. C. The House on Mango Street has sold over 6 million copies and is one of the most commonly read books among high school and university students in the US. That may be true, but it doesn't express the main idea, which is that Latina authors were encouraged to examine their own youths in their fiction. D. Since 1984, new novels about young Latina characters by Latina authors have often been compared. So, new similar novels have been compared, and that's great. But what we're looking for is the influence that's expressed in the underlying part of the text. So the answer here is A.